They say life begins at the edge of your comfort zone. And let's be real, we're all getting pushed out of that zone right now. The economy is on a roller coaster ride. AI is shaking things up, and there's a whole lot of uncertainty floating around. I know it feels like a turbulent sea out there, but what if I told you you have the power to stay grounded amidst the storm? Yeah, you heard it right. Today, we're diving deep into how you can keep your cool when the world around you is going haywire. So buckle up, my friend. It's time to navigate through these choppy waters with a dose of Stoic wisdom. But before we dive into these turbulent waters, give this video a quick thumbs up and subscribe for more weekly doses of Stoic philosophy for the modern world. Alright, let's dive in. In the vast ocean of life, there are forces beyond our control, much like the winds that steer the ship of the economy. The recent turbulence in the markets is a perfect example of this. Things are shifting, changing, and evolving in ways we couldn't have predicted. And here's the sobering truth, my friends, uncertainty has become our new normal. You see, whether it's the unpredictable waves of the job market, the AI revolution that's reshaping industries, or the housing market that seems to be playing a game of hot potato, we're in an era where stability is becoming a luxury. It's like trying to catch smoke, always there, yet impossible to grasp. So what do we do when the very ground beneath our feet seems to be crumbling into uncertainty? Well, that's where the ancient wisdom of Stoicism can be a guiding light. Epictetus, the Greek philosopher who laid the foundation for Stoicism, once said, "We cannot escape life being what it is, which is why we must take it as it is and deal with it as it comes as best we can." Now, let's digest those words. Life as it is, not as we wish it were, not as we expect it to be, but in its raw, unfiltered form. As it unfolds, that's the reality we must embrace. When the winds of change blow fiercely, threatening to capsize our carefully crafted plans, we have two choices: either succumb to the chaos or adjust our sails and navigate through the storm. And here's the beauty of Stoicism. It equips us with the tools to steer our course through life's wildest storms. So let's explore these tools, shall we? The first tool we need to master is the art of focusing on what we can control. It's like having a lighthouse in the darkest of nights. You see, in the grand scheme of things, we have control over our thoughts, our actions, and our reactions. That's our little slice of certainty in an uncertain world. The rest, my friends, is up to the whims of fate. For instance, when the job market takes a nosedive and the fear of unemployment looms large, we can't control the economic tides. All we can control is our response. Will we panic and make rash decisions? Or will we stay anchored to our values, seeking opportunities that align with our skills and ethics? The choice is ours. The second tool we must wield is the ability to cultivate inner strength. It's like fortifying our minds with mental armor against the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune. Stoicism teaches us that true strength lies not in the absence of struggle, but in our capacity to rise above challenges. Think about it. When the weight of financial uncertainty threatens to crush our spirits, we can draw upon our inner reserves of resilience. We can channel the stories of our ancestors, their struggles and triumphs, and draw strength from their legacy. We can remind ourselves of the battles we've already overcome and the adversities we've weathered. The third tool is perhaps the most potent of them all, the power of acceptance. Acceptance, my friends, is not about giving in. It's about acknowledging reality for what it is without judgment or resistance. It's like the anchor that keeps our ship steady in the stormiest of seas. When faced with the unsettling shifts in the job market or the complexities of navigating a changing world, we have the power to choose acceptance. Acceptance of the things we cannot change, acceptance of the challenges that come our way, and acceptance of our own limitations. But wait, there's more. We also have the power to accept ourselves. Yes, in the midst of uncertainty, it's crucial to hold on to our core values and beliefs. Whether it's honesty, integrity, empathy, or perseverance, these are the anchors that keep us grounded. And let's not forget the power of gratitude. Gratitude. Amidst the uncertainty, we can choose to be grateful for the things we do have, for the lessons we're learning, for the connections we've made, and for the strength we've gained along the way. So, my friends, as we navigate these uncertain times, let's arm ourselves with the tools of Stoicism. Let's focus on what we can control, cultivate inner strength, embrace acceptance, and hold on to gratitude. Remember, it's not about eliminating uncertainty from our lives. It's about equipping ourselves to thrive in its presence. It's about finding our footing on the shifting sands of change and emerging stronger, wiser, and more resilient than ever before. As Marcus Aurelius, the great Roman emperor and philosopher, once said, "The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts." So, my friends, let's choose to focus on the things we can control. Let's choose to cultivate inner strength. Let's choose to embrace acceptance, and let's choose to practice gratitude. Now let us shift our focus to another crucial aspect of maintaining our mental well-being during these turbulent times. It's about keeping a check on our emotional compass, ensuring it remains steady amidst the storms of uncertainty. You see, in moments of crisis or when faced with the winds of change, our emotions can be like a rudderless ship tossed about by the waves. Fear, anxiety, and doubt can creep in, threatening to pull us under. But here's where self-awareness becomes our North Star. It's about recognizing when our emotions start to sway too far and bringing them back to shore. Think about it. When the job market takes a downturn and worries about financial stability arise, it's natural to feel a sense of fear or insecurity. But if we allow these emotions to take the wheel, they'll steer us toward hasty decisions or a downward spiral of negativity. On the other hand, if we cultivate self-awareness, we can catch these emotions at the surface level, acknowledge them without judgment, and choose how we want to respond. Maybe it's time to brush up on those interview skills, update that resume, or explore new income streams. Proactivity, my friends, is the antidote to uncertainty. Let's look at another scenario. Imagine you've been laid off due to economic changes or technological advancements. Feelings of anger, resentment, or despair might bubble to the surface. But if we allow these emotions to consume us, we'll only add more turmoil to our already chaotic situation. Instead, self-awareness allows us to step back, breathe, and respond with intention. It's about recognizing that these emotions are valid, but they don't have the final say. It's about choosing to process those emotions, allowing space for them to exist, but refusing to let them dictate our actions. Self-awareness also helps us maintain perspective. When faced with professional setbacks, it's easy to feel like our entire world is crashing down, but taking a step back and zooming out allows us to see the bigger picture. It reminds us that this is just one chapter in our story, not the whole book. It's about recognizing that while this situation is challenging, it's not insurmountable. This brings us to another powerful tool in our toolkit, the ability to adapt. Adaptability, my friends, is key to thriving in an ever-changing world. It's the oil that keeps the gears of our lives turning smoothly. When the winds of change blow and uncertainty looms, we have the power to adapt, to pivot, to learn new skills, and to adjust our course without losing our balance. Just like a sailor who adjusts their sails to catch the wind, we can navigate through life's storms by embracing adaptability. So, my friends, let's embark on this journey of self-discovery together. Let's delve deeper into our inner selves, understand our strengths and weaknesses, and nurture the qualities that make us truly resilient. As we do so, we'll not only weather the storms of uncertainty, but we'll emerge as stronger, wiser, and more compassionate individuals ready to face whatever life throws our way.